I'm so excited about this video for two reasons. One, it's a viewer request, and two, you're not going to believe how incredibly easy this journal is. We are going to go through step by step and make this beautiful journal using a brown paper bag from a grocery store. If you're not already subscribed, this is a great time for you to pause the video, subscribe, also hit the bell so you get notified anytime a new video comes out. I'm Ingrid Carlsen, and I am so blessed to have you here with me today. I want to start off by saying that there's many different ways to do this, and even with this tutorial, you can alter it to fit your needs, but I'm going to show you how I made this one. The first thing you're going to need is your choice of paper bag. I'm using a Trader Joe's one, and I'm going to start off by peeling off the handles up at the top. Once you have your handles removed, you are going to cut off the bottom of the bag that has the fold on it, and then you're going to be left with kind of a square shape. I'm going to begin by folding over my paper bag lengthwise, and I'm not going all the way over to the edge, but instead I'm leaving a space there. That is going to be the width of my spine. Next, I'm going to fold over the same piece, but this time I am going to align the edges. Now you're going to notice that your spine has in my case, about 1 inch width. I'm going to start off by making a template for my signature or the pages that go inside. So I'm going to take this paper and decide about how much width and length I want, and then I'm going to cut the journal to accommodate it. Right now, your bag is kind of like an infinity scarf where it's a complete circle on the inside and open. So I am going to glue down the edges, and I'm going to do this by doing one section at a time, as you can see here. But this is going to be a personal preference for you. This would be a great time to use some of that space in order to create pockets, which I think would be really lovely on a journal. Working in sections is, I think, kind of vital in this step. That way you don't get overwhelmed, and also you kind of cut out a lot of air pockets. And I've said this before, but I'm an avid believer that anytime that you are gluing anything down, burnishing makes a complete difference. And that's where you take, as you can see here, that blue bone folder that I'm taking, and I'm just pushing down all of the edges wherever I want the glue to stick. And it's going to make a complete difference in your projects. If you haven't been doing this, try it and let me know how it works out for you. I'm going to finish off adding some glue in any places that may have missed it or that are sticking up, but you're not going to believe this, but this is it for the journal cover part. We are done with it. I wanted to keep this one simple and quick for you guys, but I think there are so many more variations to adding different elements like pockets and little tuck spots or flip outs. And so if you want to make more of these with me, let me know down below, and we can definitely try our hand out at using these simple paper bags to make beautiful journal covers. I'm going to leave the footage in of adding the signatures and a little bit of the decorating, although there's more in depth of how to put it together in my video for how to do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, and I'll have it linked down below in the description. So if you want to watch that more in detail, then you can. I know for me, when I'm watching other creators making journals, I like to hear the behind the scenes kind of thought process of how they build their signatures out. So I thought I would do that for you guys here. What I first start doing is think about if I want double-sided pages. Think about what the overall aesthetic or theme is going to be and go from there. So I am using mostly my printables as well as some coffee dyed papers. And I think I double-sided almost every single one. And if that's something that you struggle with, because I know I did when I first started printing, let me know down below and I can definitely do a video to show you how to double print even if your printer doesn't have that feature. All of the papers that I pull out here don't necessarily make the cut because I do have to scale it back so that the journal won't be as thick, because you guys know that I love to embellish, but I always like to pull out more papers because it gives me more options to choose from. When I'm building my signatures, sometimes it just happens organically like it did here. This paper seemed to have been the smallest one of the bunch, so that's going to go in the front. I usually try to start off with my first piece being the smallest and then gradually getting bigger, or maybe not so gradually, but that way I can see the next page through each one that I'm adding. Sometimes it's not organic like you're going to see here with this floral print. It is bigger than what I want, so I'm just going to cut it down so that it fits. You could continue to make your pages a little bit bigger as you're going, or then have some of them be all the same size, which is what I'm doing here. What I will do oftentimes though is while I'm actually creating in the journal, then that's when I might cut pages down, even in the middle. I find that a good variety of length in your pages adds a lot of interest in your journals instead of them being all the same length. But I will say that sometimes them being all the same length is the aesthetic you're going for. Just remember, there is no wrong way. I just want to give you options of what you can do. The other video is going to go through the 5-hole pamphlet stitch more in detail, but I wanted to leave it here in case you haven't seen it or you just want to see it being done, but you don't necessarily need a tutorial for it. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for being here today and for all of your love and support. It means the world to me. Thank you so much to my patrons. If I could, I'd give you a big old squeeze, a big old hug, and tell you how much I truly love you. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the process of decorating the cover for you. And just in case you haven't been told today, you are worthy, you are loved, and you matter. And until next time, love you. Bye.